Hi everyone, it's Rosemary here with Rosemary Sweet Stamping, and today we're going to make this card using the High Tide stamp set from the Occasions catalog. I love this stamp set. So let's go ahead and get started. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and do this center oval here, and I cut that out using the Stitch Framelit dies. And it's the largest oval, so we're going to go ahead and start with that. I'm going to put this to the side. Now, in order to actually get this little island done, I used a Post-it, so that's the first thing I'm going to do. And we're going to use Crumb Cake for that. And all we're going to do is we're just going to ink it up. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to cut this out. And you want to make sure to do the sticky part, because we're going to stick that down. So just like that, and I'm going to go ahead and just take my scissors and cut around it. So I'm going to cut into it a little bit. It's not going to go all the way around the edge because I'm going to want that space for my ocean. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it around just like that, and we can put that to the side. And we're just going to mask that. Okay, that's what we're going to do with that. So that piece looks pretty good. And then I'm going to just go ahead and ink it up. So I kind of just eyeball it. We just want it to have a little space around it right here so that I can add some of the water around it. I really like how that looks. So I'm just going to put it up a little. And we're going to put that down just like that. Okay, that looks great already. And then it might take a little to dry, but not too much. Then we're going to go ahead and we're just going to add that over the top there. So you can still see a little around that, but that's totally okay. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can see that a little better. And then we're just going to go ahead and add our water. So for the water, we're using the Dapper Denim. This is such a beautiful blue. I really, really, really love it. And we're just going to go ahead and take the water and just go ahead and ink that up. Make sure it's nice. And we're just going to stamp over the top. So what we want to do here is we want to get it slightly over, but nothing up too high because we're going to want our birds there. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp it right over, just like that. And you can see there that I didn't get it all the way down, and that's totally fine. And then we'll just go ahead and do it on this side, a little bit higher so that we can get that down. Okay, and all the way. See, perfect. And just a little bit right there. That's bothering me. So what I want to do is I'm just going to kind of take the ink down a bit, and I'm actually going to ink it up again, and I'm going to put that on the side here. And what I want to do is I'm just going to go back over it to give it that kind of two-tone blue there. I really liked how that turned out, so I'm just going to add that on this side, a little bit down here. Okay. So that then you just peel that off and you have your little island, and you still have your blue water with the two-tone. I'm going to actually put that back on, and I'm going to see if I can get some more of that lighter blue on this side. I really like how that looks. Okay. Perfect. I love it. It looks great. Okay. Making a mess, but it's a beautiful mess, so it's okay. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put that away so it's out of our way. I'm gonna use the basic black archival ink pad, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stamp my birds on there. So I have a hard time making more of a masculine card. So when I saw this stamp set, I thought, oh my gosh, that's like the perfect opportunity for me to try to crank those out. There's a lot of boys in my family. I have a lot of nephews, and Yeah, flowers and hearts and stuff for them were like, Auntie, can, you know. No, they didn't say that, but you can see that they thought it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this here. I want to just center it on that little island that I created. And so I'm just going to go ahead and set them about right there. Make sure that I push down on this. I'm having a hard time today. I don't know why. Beautiful. Look at that. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so it's turning out really nice. Okay, then we're just going to add a little bit of old olive. And let's find, where did that go? It's hiding from me. Here it is, found it. Okay, so we're just gonna add some little vegetation here on this. Hope I got some ink on my block. I wanna take that off. So we're gonna just add some vegetation over here on the sides. Nothing too fancy, nice and simple. And we're gonna go ahead and put that away. And then we are ready for our sentiment. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the sentiment from, let me show you, the Dragonfly Dreams stamp set, which is also in the Occasions catalog. And I really like this sentiment here that says, enjoy your special day. So let me just grab that. Let's see where it is. There it is. Found it. And ready to go. So I hope you're enjoying this video. This is actually my first video and I'm really enjoying it. So we're going to go ahead and add that with Real Red. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add some Real Red. And we're going to add our sentiment, enjoy your special day. And let me just clean that off. And we're going to kind of just see if we can center it on there. Beautiful, love it. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I just love this card, I really do. Okay, and that's that. That's that part. Super easy. Super easy. See, you can totally do this. I can do it. You can do it. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and here I have cut this out already for us. So this is cut at 5.5 by 8.5, and we're just going to go ahead and we're going to fold this over. And just like that. I don't see my bone folder. Oh, there it is. There it is. Got it. All right. So we're going to go ahead and add some layers to this. And our first layer is going to be just our basic black cardstock. And this is cut at 3 3/4 by 5. And we're going to just use our snail adhesive. So let's go ahead and add that. This is a really nice and simple card. So this stamp set is available in our Occasions catalog right now. And up until March 31st, you can, with a $50 purchase, you can go ahead and get a free gift, a free stamp set or paper or ribbon or anything else from our celebration. So you might want to take advantage of that. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use the lighthouse from this stamp set, which is, I'm going to use this lighthouse right here. And I have crushed curry paper here. So the crushed curry paper is cut at 3.5 by 4 3/4. And I'm going to go ahead and take my crushed curry ink pad. And I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to ink it up. And I love these stamp sets. They're nice and juicy and just stamp beautifully. So we're just going to go ahead and start stamping it on here just to add that slight effect of the lighthouse being there. So it's not just too harsh and too different. So I'm just going to go ahead and start stamping it in different places. I want to make sure I push down to make sure it gets there. And let's see. So there we go. So I'm just going to continue doing that all the way until I get it across my entire piece of paper here. So this is just another idea as to how to use this stamp set where it's not so much the lighthouse that's the focal point of the card. It's the birds. So I am loving it. I'm having fun with this. We're going to go ahead and do this right there. And just going to ink that up right there. And then we'll add those last two. So I'm just going to ink that on the top there. And just right here on the bottom. And that's looking great. Loving it. Alright. So again, that was a crushed curry. So we're just going to go ahead and add this to our base here. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some of that snail adhesive. Nice and fast. I love it. Just glides on so smoothly. And there we go. Beautiful. And for this, I want to pop them up a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and use, where did they go? My gosh, I thought I had everything right here. I do. There it is. It's hiding from me a little bit. Okay, so we're just going to add some dimensionals to the back of our card here. And again, this is the largest stitched framelit. I love these. You can literally use these on every single card, the dimensionals and the stitched framelits. So I am hoping that you enjoyed this video. I'm enjoying it. This is fun. Oh, doesn't want to come off. There we go. There we go. Got it, got it, got it. All right. And then the last thing we have to do is we're just going to go ahead and put that right in the center there. And there you go. Look at how beautiful that is. I love it. I really love it. Okay. Nice and simple. Love it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful day.